Isn't it just a little bit toony that we have not had any information about Toon Chaos come out? Where? Has anybody seen my Toon Chaos information? Anybody? So if you guys want to get a little bit toony with me tonight, we're going to have a nice live stream. And today we're going to be talking about what you can expect out of Toon Chaos and really the lack of information that has been circulating about this product. Because we're literally just a few weeks away from this release and we got nothing. Let's get into this, shall we? Yeah, it's pretty toony. Man, I love that terrible pun. You know, we know nothing about this set, and we are literally just a couple weeks away. But to be fair, Eternity Code was delayed for the States. The set technically goes into effect this week for most of us, so that's one interesting good piece of news. Now, with the state of everything right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get spoilers until the week of the release here. Now, I do need to remind you all that we just made that video on the Chaos and Master. Everybody, literally, I've had two people message me like, Robbie, there's no way they can make that card. And then we had one other stray person was like, this card was never in the show. I'm like, go check Wiki. It specifically gives a backlog to the series, gives a backlog to all of this. But the main reason why I wanted to bring up that card was, it's Toon Chaos. It's a set that's dedicated on Chaos monsters. So to see, this Chaos monster that was in the show, even if it was just in the background for a couple seconds, they have the design, they have the artwork for this. They're aware that they could fundamentally do something with this card. About 950 nerfs later, we have a playable card, because having a card that could just, straight shoot your opponent for 500 card for every, and banish, the graveyard and their hand and just wipe them out, and you can search for it off of Isolde. Like, I've already seen, this is hilarious to me, like, there's already videos showing people how we could abuse the card, but 95% of them are just one card Isolde videos. So, yes, I could see that coming to this, but the real question here is going to be, why does the normal player care about this set, besides, some bootleg theory of an old Yu-Gi tuber here? So, Pot of Extravagance is supposed to be getting the reprint in this set. And we are expecting probably some of the most expensive Pot of Extravagances to probably be available in a higher max rarity. And much like you guys, I would like some budget Pot of Extravagances. That way we can actually, play the game. But when you're looking at this set, you know nothing. Alright? So, what we do know so far. So, Pot of Extravagance is going to be getting its printing. And we're also supposed to be getting this collector's rare. Now, I don't know if you guys keep up with the OCG, but the collector's rare is quite the beautiful creature. And we're finally, I don't know what took them so long to finally get all of this, but it's finally here. We're also supposed to be getting huge upgrades to tunes. And my friends have been joking, well, we were joking back in March about this, that we could have had Supreme Tier 0 tunes for the NAWCQ this year. Guess what we're not having? The NAWCQ, but we could still have Supreme Tier 0 tunes, alright? Don't let this be a toony travesty all over again, alright? I would very much like this. So the first interesting thing about this set is we are going to be getting new Chaos monsters, much like we talked about with the Chaos and Master. We're supposed to be getting this Chaos creator that can simultaneously special summon a banished monster and turn other banished monsters to the deck. Now, I don't necessarily like putting my combo pieces back into my brick, but that's an interesting concept. Now, we also are supposed to be getting the new Toon Blackluster Soldier in this set. And interestingly enough, it's probably just going to be Toon Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the beginning. It's probably just going to be Toon Blackluster Soldier, but it's just going to be Envoy of the beginning. I don't know necessarily how they plan on upgrading that thing into a Toon monster. The biggest problem with Toons here is everything good is a huge monster. All right, you have Toon Table, which is your best search card in the deck. You have the one that Toon Kingdom banishes top 3, Axis Toon World. Those are good support cards. You also have the ability to copy cards with the Mimicat, and you got Toon Gemini Elves for disruption. All right, those are all good things. And then the Red Eyes and the Dark Magician are both fantastic additions to the deck. But this deck it lacks a backbone, really, which I think is the most hilarious thing about this deck. Is it's clear that this deck is a Toon favorite. You guys got it, right? The fans love this deck, but for some reason, we're just really slacking on improving this. So hopefully, the Black Luster Soldier will probably give us some huge upgrades. We're also supposed to be getting, Toon Chaos has new cards to vastly increase the speed and and stability. What do you give to this deck? You've already got Toon Table of Contents, man. Like, this card does a lot, all right? And it's not a hard once per turn. That's why the card is good. But what you're telling me is you're going to make my Toon deck even more sustainable? Like, this better be a search a Toon, draw a card, all right? Like, that's in addition to playing Toon Tables. Like, I will play 6 Rotos all game, all right? Like, all day long we will do this. So, I'm excited for this. I really am. Like, I might not show it, but, like, I really just want to play some Toons, man. Like, honestly, this has been, like, besides Megatons coming out later this year, like, the thing I'm most excited for is what Toon Chaos is going to bring to the table. Also, if you're one of those people that's waiting for the reprints, I do have a feeling that the Black Luster Soldier link is going to be in here. That card's had an $80 price tag for so long at this point. And your average Joe can't afford that. Your casual player that really just wants to mess around with Gaia or something like that, and he's like, man, I really need a Black Luster Soldier link. Or, you know, the Budget Thunder Dragon player. They cannot access these cards at this stage. You know, the secondary market is pumping these things out $80. All right, like, Toon Chaos needs, if you're already promoting a Black Luster Soldier monster on the cover, you know, my 2 cents, but seems like a pretty good set to put in another Black Luster Soldier for a very much needed reprint. Okay, so there's that. Now, also, you got budget extras. We've also got the Infernoble Knights, the beginning of them. So there were a couple of Infernoble Knights that kind of were in a structure deck in the OCG. I think there was, a stray promo. They're dumping them into this set. That way when we get, you know, Rise of the Duelist in August, you know, between the 2 sets, you will have everything. Now, whether or not they're going to be extremely difficult to get, that is going to be something that you're definitely, if you're planning on playing Infernoble Knights, you're going to have to be ahead of the ball for these, because Secret Rares coming around the corner, if they're too much money, you know, you act quick on this. In regards to the Chaos side of this, I've pretty much given my 2 cents. I don't think Chaos Creator is going to be as good as we actually think it's going to be. Hopefully, I'm completely wrong about this, and that it's just going to be absolutely a banger. We've also got that new synchro coming out in Rise that makes life a little bit better in terms of the synchro department. But that's all we got. All right, like, we know nothing else. All right, at this stage, everything is clear speculation. There are things that we think should happen versus the things that are actually going to happen. And I'm going to be very, very shocked if we actually do not put that Black Luster link in here for the reprint for the community. I don't see any other point that we can get it. So, moral of the story here, pay attention to your Infernoble support. Get it very early, and I mean, like, get it early for this set. That way you have it ready for Rise, if you're planning on doing this. If you're planning on getting extras from this set, actually, if you're just planning on getting anything from this set, I'm still going to say my golden rule here. Pay attention to pre-sale prices. Get ready to either consider picking up on pre-sale at the point that you think the cards are going to be affordable, or just have a little bit of money set aside to get those extras at, you know, not $80 a piece, right? You know, unless you're trying to pick up collector's rares, well, you are just richer than I. So please make Toon Chaos a good set. I'm I'm really looking forward to this, but you know, expectations can be crushed. Be like that sometimes. I just want to play Toons, man. That's all I want. I got my speed duel Toon tables of contents. I'm ready for this. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Are you ready for Toon Chaos? I hope so. Alright guys, I'm out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.